What's up, everybody? You're here with Tim Bradley on Catching Up with Neighborhood Heroes, and I've always wanted to start up a podcast, and it's finally here. I got all the equipment, got the whole setup ready, and I cannot wait to get started. The whole reason behind it that I want to get into it is because I thought it would be a cool way to help the younger generation, like the middle schoolers or high schoolers, that want to follow their dream, but they're not sure how to. So I'm going to have people on here with career paths that they've taken, athletes that have succeeded throughout their career, and some guys that are just here to talk that real life stuff. I mean, a lot of people have gone through a lot, and I thought it would be a cool platform for people from the Delaware County, Philadelphia area, hop on with me and just talk. I mean, it's going to be good vibes. Got Mac Miller in the background. Can't complain with that one. So tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoy. We're here with Catching Up with Neighborhood Heroes, and I got my two younger brothers on here for the first episode before they go back to Mount St. Mary's, B-Brads and DB. What's up, boys?
Honored to be on. What's up?
What up, what up?
What is happening? So first I want to start out saying that this podcast, first episode, is sponsored by Chili. Stay frosty.
Stay frosty.
Shout out Westburg.
Shout out Westburg for sure. So let me start out with hearing your guys' journey on how you guys went to Mount St. Mary's. They both go to Mount St. Mary's, so I kind of want to hear it. So, DB, talk to me about your experience with your senior year in high school and how you got to Mount St. Mary's.
So high school football were the glory days. Anybody out there think about playing high school football, I strongly recommend playing. You'll have the best time of your life, from the togetherness to the bonding. Lifting in the weight room as a team, there's nothing like it. And then Friday nights, man, walking out there's no better rush than walking out on Friday night lights. And I played running back and safety for Garnet Valley, and it was some of the best times of my life, Friday nights. And I definitely miss it. I miss hanging out with the team just after liftings in the summer and shooting the shit with the guys and playing football. Honestly, it was so much fun.
Let me ask you, how did those, because you guys made it to back-to-back District 1 championships. Talk to me about how those affected your career as an athlete.
Yeah, so we definitely had a rough loss junior year against Coatesville. We lost by a touchdown, last play of the game, pick six. And it was a tough way to go out, but, you know, it made us hungry for our senior year as a whole class. And then we come back senior year, have a great year, win the Central League. And then I believe it was the second round of playoffs. We played Coatesville again, and they had a top-tier team that year. And they blew us out that year.
Disgusting.
Yeah. But, you know, you learn from a young age that, you know, junior year I started, and it was an awesome experience just playing with some of the older guys that, you know, I talked about the bonding and Garnet Valley football. And along with other high school football, it's all about togetherness. And playing as a junior, you know, they really took me in and showed me the ways. And then senior year, I was able to apply that. And, you know, we didn't end with the end goal, what we wanted, but we made a good run in the playoffs, and it was a lot of fun. And we were able to learn from our mistakes and get better each game, which was cool.
So you have one hell of a career, football. You finish your senior year, all Delco, and you go into lacrosse season. And lacrosse is your main sport. Talk to me about how that went.
Lacrosse was definitely fun. Senior year, junior year, we won the first district championship ever.
Sheesh.
Yes, sir. And then going into senior year, we had a lot of hype. We had a lot of solid seniors, a lot of solid juniors, incoming freshmen, you know, all around, just a solid team. And lacrosse is a little different than football. It's not as close as a team, but, you know, when you're playing with that good of a team, it just becomes just as fun. And we made a good run that year, too. We made it to state semifinals where we played LaSalle, and we ended up losing a heartbreaker, but it was just a fun year all around. I mean, you can't beat high school sports.
Nah, yeah, for sure. So then when did you officially commit to Mount St. Mary's? And talk to me about your recruiting process, because I bet you there's tons of people out there, young kids, where they're juniors, seniors, and they're going through the recruiting process, even parents. And talk to me how you got through that process and your experience overall.
Yeah, so I definitely had a tough journey with the recruiting process. Going into senior year, I wasn't really thinking about it. And then after having such a great football season, I'm looking at a couple D3 schools. I go on a couple visits, and, my head's all with football after coming off a great year. I want to go play running back or outside linebacker somewhere. And then lacrosse season comes, and I'm having just as much fun. And I'm like, oh, man, I don't know what sport I want to play in college. And, late into spring, we made a half-season highlight tape, and we started sending it out to coaches. And, a bunch of them got back, which was sweet. And then they started coming to my games and stuff, and, that was tough to deal with because I'm focused on high school sports and trying to win the state championship. And then you got these college coaches coming to the game. So it's a mental game.
A lot of pressure.
For both performing for the coach and performing for your team. And, I got to a point where we were deep in our playoff run, and I was like, I think I talked to you and Mom maybe, and I was like, dude, this is too much. Like, I'm done focusing on college. Like, I'll handle that after the season. He's like, I'm locking in for playoffs. I want to win for my team, and I want to be locked in. And so we took a break from the college recruiting process and just played out my senior season playoff run. And after that, where was I going with this? I started taking some visits to colleges, and I toured probably 6 schools, and then it wasn't. We had my grad party. Didn't know where I was going. That was tough.
That was funny.
Yeah, people coming up to me in school like, "Where are you going, DV?" I'm like, "Dude, that's a great question. It might know better than me." But then senior week came around, and I had locked in my decision before senior week, and it was that Tuesday. I signed at senior week, and I signed to Mount St. Mary's, and we had a great night, and it was definitely one of the best days of my life. So
Mount up.
Oh, Mount up. Yeah, bro. Dude, that's unreal that you stay with it, because I remember a lot of kids go through this recruiting process, and it's not easy, especially when the end of the season and you just need to go. You need to commit somewhere, and you took your time with it. So
yeah, I want to say to anybody going into their senior year, even late juniors, don't feel pressure. Just ball out, play your game, make a highlight tape, send it out to some coaches.
Every coach, we did every D1 coach.
Yeah, and all you gotta do is ball out. If you're a baller, you're a baller. College coach is going to see that. So just keep playing your game, and it'll come to you.
Hell yeah. So, B-Brads, let me get into you now. Man, so his senior year, you dealt with some battles, man. You go into senior year, and tell me about it with the football, COVID.
Yeah, junior year, end of junior year in the spring, I was getting ready for my spring lacrosse season. We were supposed to have a great year for that too. And then 2 weeks into March, we get that our season's going to get canceled. So I'm like, dude, what? I just worked my tail off for 3 months, basically the whole year after football, just to get a starting role in lacrosse, make a big year for myself. And then I get that news, so I was kind of heartbroken about that. So I kind of just turned my mindset on football. I just started training with all you guys in the lab, which is our weight room.
Yes, sir.
Just getting after it, and then put on a bunch of weight, got in the weight room, hoping for a football season. And then it was all summer. We were barely allowed to get together, practice or anything. And then late August, it said that we weren't going to have any football season at all. Dude, we're all just dude,
what the hell?
What? This is our senior year. This is a year that we all dream about playing and thinking about. And then 2 weeks into September, we get the word that we got to go, and we can start practicing. And we're going to have a 6-game season, a 5-game season or whatever it was. And, that was hype. We ended up going 5-0, and then we made it to the championship game. Won that, Central League champs 3 times in a row.
GV, baby.
Yes, sir. GV on the map. So, that was fun. Grateful to be able to just play,
Right.
There was a lot of schools that weren't able to play at all.
What's your one takeaway from the legendary Coach Ricky?
Coach Ricky? Just a great coach. More about in life, just life lessons when stuff gets hard. Just he teaches you how to handle it. So I'm very grateful for him.
And he's always in our corner too.
Yeah,
That's
the GOAT
real. Yeah, that's real.
for sure.
So then you have a good football season. That COVID stuff, you put that to the side. You're mentally better, and now you're going on lacrosse season.
Yeah,
You guys had a run,
right.
run, and ended on some crap that I've never seen in the PIAA before in my life. And I hope these refs are watching it because that was some crap.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. I'm gonna get amped up.
Yeah, my senior lacrosse season
man.
was fun too. I think we were in the Central League Championship, lost that. I think we lost that by 1. We were in the district championship, lost that by like 2 or 3. We were in the state semis, and like what TB was saying, we were down. Where it was in like triple overtime, and
Dude, unreal.
triple overtime, and like Max Buzenkill hits a shot off the pipe. It goes to like midfield. Bishop Barnes like runs it out, and the ref was like right there, called it to the other team, so the other team picks it up. Midfield, there's like 2 seconds left. Hucks it to the net. Somehow like gets deflected and goes in,
Into the net.
and our season was over like that. And we never got a chance to. The refs ran off the field. We never got a chance to, point our statement out or whatever it was.
So could you play in that game?
Actually, I was out for that game. The state quarterfinal game, I broke my collarbone, and that was heartbreaking. At that moment, I thought I was done my lacrosse career. Because late April, I chose Penn State after visiting there just to go to school there. I thought I was done with sports. I thought I was done with like all the pressure. I thought I was done with like all the, whatever came with it. I thought I like did my time, like just wanted to have fun in school. So I chose Penn State. And then when I broke my collarbone, I just had a feeling that I just wasn't done. Like it couldn't end like that. So,
You ended up at the Mount.
yeah, we in the fall I went to Penn State Brandywine. Wasn't having the best time. School was kind of rough. I mean, I was doing fine in grades, but
We were
Just-
chilling.
yeah, me and
We were
TB were
chilling.
chilling.
We were chilling.
While DB was at school. It was boring though. I mean, it was, but I just wasn't having a good time. My social life wasn't there. Just
The mental
felt-
health part of it.
yeah, mental health. It was not good for me, and I felt like I was just limiting myself, what I was capable of doing, like on the field. So I
Made a change.
made a change.
And when I played Division I lacrosse.
Played
Savage.
D1 lacrosse at Mount St. Mary's.
Join the homies.
Yeah.
Savage.
Yep.
Yeah, so talking about Mount St. Mary's now, I mean, Dan, you've been there now you're going into your senior year?
Crazy.
Yeah, senior year. And talk to me about your experience as a freshman, how that went, and your transition from going from having your parents always around, helping you out, you're living, just your overall experience where you can help a recent freshmen that are there now and they're scared to death. Talk to me about how they can go about going in the right way, the right direction.
Yeah, so Garnet Valley's the best place ever until you have to leave. It's tough going into the dorms, being alone for the first time. Obviously, you got your roommates, but you're with your homies for the past 8 years that you've grown up with.
Yeah.
And Garnet Valley's such a tight knit community, like other high schools are. And being away from your family and your friends, it's definitely tough. And I definitely spent a lot of nights crying in the dorms. It's tough. It's not easy being away from your family and your friends, and it takes adjusting, but you just got to take it day by day and get through it. And eventually, the kids on your team that you might not like, here I am 3 years later saying they're some of my best friends. So you just trust the process and stick
true.
with it. Don't quit,
Yeah.
because if you quit, you'll always become a quitter, and we're
Right.
not about that here. So just keep going, and it'll work out.
So you're going through your fall year, and then all of a sudden there's a big surprise in the spring.
Yeah, so luckily I got a pretty crappy dorm room where I was in a 3-person dorm room, and there's a bunk bed and a single bed, and we're talking about 40 feet of space, and it was not fun. I had fun with the guys in there, but living in that area was not fun. And then
It was a jail cell.
it was tight. It was definitely tight.
It was so bad, dude.
And then TB graduated 3.5 years early. We're still trying to figure that one out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what?
Finesse.
And then he comes and joins me at the Mount. So I'm so fortunate to have two of my brothers play with me at the Mount and come join me. And when TB came over, I was able to move out of the dorms halfway through freshman year. And we moved into a outhouse apartment.
Shout out Outhouse.
Shout
Yes,
out.
sir. Only bar in Mount.
Only bar in town, and we lived right above it, so imagine that. It was fun.
Yeah. So TB made his return after, what was it?
I guess
4
4 years,
Yeah.
dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, a little club here and there. But
Yeah.
yeah. And then I got to live with my brother again. So going back to the sense of feeling not at home, that definitely helped having my older brother come.
Sure.
And we just chilled in that apartment, and then the season came, and TB came right into the season. So it definitely wasn't easy for you.
Yeah, for sure.
But we definitely had fun.
Yeah, we made it work, dude. So you go into this past year, and obviously, it talk about how the season went this past year. Your what is it? Your redshirt junior year now, or your redshirt
Yeah.
sophomore year
So-
last year?
Yeah, it's been a tough situation ever since I got to Mount. Freshman year, I got redshirted, and then sophomore year, COVID season was done, and then junior year, I snapped my patellar tendon the first game of the year against Navy. So I had patellar tendonitis for 7 years, and I had the week before. We practiced at 7 in the morning, and obviously
Right
In
before
Jan-
going to UNC.
right before going to North
Yeah,
Carolina.
that's true.
You practice at 7 a.m. in the freezing cold. The field's going to be icy, and it's a problem. And I took one cut, and something happened to my patellar, and I didn't quite know what, but I was just telling myself it was fine. I'm fine. I've done this before. So I go into the next. What was it?
It was the first game of the season, right?
It
Yeah,
was
the
like-
very
Navy,
next week.
yeah.
Yeah. I pushed my way through and told the trainer I was fine, and it was definitely already partially torn. But then, first game of the year against Navy at Navy, third quarter, I took a hit from the side and snapped my patellar tendon, and it was the worst pain of my life.
Wish I was still on that team at that point. But
Yeah, we beat Navy though,
Yeah, we did beat Navy.
Beat Navy.
Yes, sir.
plus 600 odds.
Yeah.
Love
So yeah, talk about like your experience about that whole
Talk about the
situation.
injury, yeah.
Because obviously that's got to be the toughest time of your life.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah. I've never experienced a broken bone or anything like that. So, immediate emotions it's something I'm not used to. So I'm bawling my eyes out. I just cried so hard for a full season. Like you were talking about with the football year, COVID,
Yeah.
senior year. You work so hard for something and it's taken from you like that, and it's out of your hands. And so it was tough that whole day, that whole week. And spent a lot of late nights just like, why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? Playing the blame game and all that shit. And, I realized like it's a waste of time doing that. And, that was the worst part was right after
The surgery.
right after the injury, before the surgery, because you're just waiting for something to happen. And next thing you know, I come home, my dad picks me up, and I join TB back at the crib.
Yes, sir.
And I get my surgery over
Not a
with.
bad place.
I get my surgery over with, and then it was like, how long was I in that bed in the family room? 6
Oh
weeks.
my God, yeah.
But, I was really going through it, watching my team play each Saturday on the TV. Meanwhile, I'm laying in bed in my family room. But then you have the whole injury support community, honestly. It really is a community, and you wouldn't know until you're hurt. And I never did until this year. And, you start talking to guys, like, who have been hurt in the past, and, like, it really does help because when you bundle all these emotions inside of you, it's like, oh my God, why me? Why me? And then you start talking to guys, and it's like talking to Baltimore, talking to Neal, and talking to Little Henning, talking to all these guys who have been hurt in the past. And it's like, dude, like everybody, like
Most people go through it.
You're gonna go through it, like.
You don't realize it.
Yeah, and I'm blessed that it's not a worse situation. Like anybody can go through a worse situation. So I fixed my mindset by talking to those guys, and I got on the right path and started going to PT. And
You're determined.
Yeah, once you start PT, it's a battle, and then, honestly, it's been so much fun because I love competition, and PT is not easy. And I respect anybody who's going through it because it's been a 6-month journey. And but we're finally getting to that point where I'm running back on the track, and I'm
Getting back to
I'm
it.
locked in for this year.
Mac League, you better watch out. DB is coming.
MBB.
MB Braves.
Go time.
Yes, sir. So, what are you guys' expectations on the season this year? Because now you'll be back, right?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll be playing too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got MAC champs. I'm calling it.
Let's go.
Me and Dan have always held ourselves to high expectations, so why not shoot for the roof and try to make the NCAA double tournament?
Ring me.
Yeah.
Lock in your bets.
Ring me.
Call it.
Yes, sir. So, a big topic I wanted to talk about during this whole time was mental health. And right now, I mean, a lot of athletes are going through mental health issues. And I kind of just wanted to hear from you guys, because you guys went through some tough times. Hey, you said, like, obviously, like, I went through this, I went through that. But how did you guys deal with the tough times? Like, Brian, like, when you broke your collarbone, or when you were at home, like, when you were going through this stuff, like, I know when I was at Shippensburg and I was having tough times, I went right to a therapist, and I was there for months, and that helped me to having a great football season. But I kind of want to hear your experience, because some people don't know how to handle it, and some others do. So I kind of want to hear it.
Right. Probably the most down part of my life was in the fall. You saw me; I was pretty down bad.
Right.
But I think the most important, like, piece of getting back on track is like expressing yourself, literally just like talking to your homies, talking to your family members, talking to like anyone that can help. Just staying busy too, just getting out of your own head. Just like, the mental health piece of it is just like everything gets bottled in your head, and you think it's like everything's like end of the world. Like why is this happening to me? Kind of like you're playing the blame game, like Dan said earlier. You're playing the guilty game. But you literally just have to, like, man up and, express yourself, and it truly does help. So just got to get through it. Everyone goes through it.
So on top of that, with community, our community is one of the best, I would say, in the area. I mean, obviously everyone will probably say that about their own community, but what would your thoughts about the community and how they helped you through college sports or high school? Like, how do you give back to your community with how much they've done for you?
I mean, the community has given us a lot of love over the years, like our whole lives, basically.
Honestly.
And, we definitely felt that love. So now I'm trying to give back the most I can, like going up to the football practices, the high school football practices, like the middle school football practices, like trying to help out any way I can, trying to inspire kids to, make it one day, make it Division I, chase their dreams, and just give back any way I can, help out. I think that's the main reason that we're all here.
Dan, what do you think about the community here, dude?
Community?
It is much love.
Yeah, community is much love in Garnet Valley, and I know along with other Delco high schools. But, like Brian was saying, you got to give back to your community. And, a lot of our teams are very successful. Like I was talking about earlier, Friday Night Lights, stadium's packed. You're making that state run in the lacrosse playoffs, stadium's packed. This is your community showing support for you. Once you graduate, you got to show that support back. And,
True.
Show out for your community because they did it for you, so you got to give back.
Real rap.
B-Brads, like, we come from a big family. I mean, there's 4 brothers and obviously mom and dad. And
being the youngest out of the family. Tell me some of the pros and cons that you've grown up with and that you've noticed through your experience of life.
Yeah, so being the youngest definitely comes with the cost,
Right.
especially in the backyard when we're playing whatever game. You're constantly getting beat up as a young kid.
Getting rocked.
Yes. So it definitely teaches you to be tough. Definitely grateful for that. And then the cons come into it, just like constantly just being beat up on. You're getting the short end of the stick like a lot of the times, but the pros outweigh the cons a lot.
Has it helped you through sports a lot, like being the youngest?
With all the coaches, they all know me because they've been through 3 other Bradleys.
All the teachers.
All the teachers, like all the other parents. It's definitely helped a lot. And as I go through life, I know they're going to be right in my corner helping me out because I know they've been through the same stuff. So, yeah.
DB, what do you think about family and how you, because you were the second youngest, so I know me and Chris, we've gone through our own journey, and then you kind of watched us go through. Like, what did you learn mainly from Chris and I growing up and just our experience through life?
Yeah, it's definitely cool being a middle brother because you get to see, my Tim and Chris have been great to me growing up, and they've been great role models. But you get to see their mistakes and like what they could do better with anything, and it was cool learning from that, and then being able to apply that to be the bigger brother to Brian. And family is everything, and it's awesome being surrounded by 3 brothers who are your best friends and would do anything for you as the same. And it's been a lot of fun growing up in this house.
For sure.
Yeah.
So going off family, I mean, family is very important, obviously, to us and obviously to me. Let's hear about your friends. How much? Yeah, dude, our friends, dude, are the best. I mean, shout out Stoogies, shout out
Gang.
Pasta, shout out Probation, and shout out the Legends group, who is my older brother, Chris. But, B-Brads, let me hear how your friend group has gotten you through life and just the fun times you've had with them where it makes things so much better. Like, dude, we got 10 guys at least in each friend group, and it's insane.
Right. Yeah.
LeBron.
It's just a bunch of goons. I love them all. It's definitely a great time whenever we're together. And
We're all idiots.
Yeah, we're all idiots. Just dumb fun, innocent fun. Sometimes not innocent, but great times being made, and I all love them. And then even when we're not together in the group chat, just like all the funny stuff that we talk about, like LeBron, Long, they have their special connection. That it's just funny.
Milk.
Milk, a.k.a. Sam Warren, Bishop, Matt. They're all
Just
good
the
people.
gang, dude.
Yeah.
And Dan, with your friend group, it was great. So my friend group, we got 10 guys deep, and it is a special bond that we have. And when we were seniors, DB's group were freshmen. So going through that, talk about how we were seniors and you guys were the freshmen.
Yeah, it was lit. First day of school, I'll never forget this. Tim's group is seniors that year, and I'm a freshman, so it's the first day, and I'm going into lunch. And I'm like, and as a classic kid, you're gonna grab a tray, right, to carry your food.
You grabbed the tray.
Well, apparently that's not cool in high school. And so I'm with my tray, I got my main dish, I got my sides, I got my little carton of milk. I'm ready to go. And dude, I'm walking to the register, and it was Ferrari and one of your other boys. And they're like, dude, get a load of this guy. He's got a tray. I was like, oh my God.
They took a picture.
They got to snap a picture real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just times like that, and then, watching these guys play sports, I was close to Tim's friends a lot, and spent a lot of time with them growing up. But it's so much fun. I mean, we really do got the best friend groups, and like Brian was saying, it's a lot of funny times going out and hanging with the boys, and even when you're at school, you're doing group FaceTimes with 12 guys, and
So chill.
Yeah.
it's classic,
So
man.
chill.
It's so classic.
You know, what I can't wait for
What's that?
the bar scene.
Dude, the bar scene is going to be insane. So we got 10 deep here, 10 deep here, 10 deep here, and Chris Bradley's group, dude. So we're gonna Bradley boys. If you see us out, say what up. We'll be with a squad, dude. Like
With,
when you turn 21, we're gonna have 40 deep,
Yeah.
just chilling at like Barnaby's in Westchester. Ashley, shout out Ashley's, because Ashley's, man, you guys have been great in the community. I mean, I love going up there after the fall games. And
My 21st.
yeah, his 21st, that was lit. That was St. Patty's Day, right around there.
Packed.
Oh my God, packed.
Yeah, that was a great time.
Like, dude, they're gonna have to like hire more bouncers or something. Like, it's gonna get insane, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's gonna be scary.
Anything else, boys? Like, obviously, go Birds.
Yeah, what are you guys' expectations on the Birds?
Birds, dude. I think we're gonna have a 10+ win series,
10
10+
plus?
season. Yeah.
DB?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl will be insane.
Why not?
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I'm thinking 12-5 this year.
12-5.
Yeah, that's my expectation.
I like it.
Yeah, 12.
I think 11-6.
11-6.
You know, they always
yeah.
have that tough loss or whatever throughout the
right
season.
injuries or something.
Yeah.
Go Jags.
Go Jags, yes.
Jags.
V-Dubs first year. V-Dubs, man. We are hyped for you, brother. We cannot wait. It's Coach Van Wyck. He took over for, obviously, the legendary Coach Ricky. And obviously, honestly, they just put it in the best hands possible.
Yeah, literally.
He's taking that program over, and it's gonna be a storybook. I mean, he took him to state chip.
Yeah.
And that was lit. We all grew up watching that, and the next thing you know, we're playing for him, and that was one of the greatest moments ever. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like, now we're like boys with him.
Right.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Like,
Big time.
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like cool him texting us and just shooting the talk, and yeah, we wish the
Yeah.
best for them. And
Excited to watch them.
yeah, dude, we're gonna be watching. Obviously, I'll be up there, and these guys will be watching the game streams, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But boys,
It's been a
It
pleasure.
was a pleasure.
yo, at the end of the day, all I need you guys to take from this podcast: stay chilly, or stay frosty.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty. You hear me? Stay frosty, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters in life.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys. Appreciate it. Much
Yep.
love. Much love. We'll be getting better at these podcasts. Hear me out. It's our first podcast, so it was cool to have my younger brothers on there. We got some cool guests coming on. We got athletes. We got barbers. We got tattoo artists. We got the whole 9 yards. So stay tuned. We'll be getting better equipment, better technology. We'll just stay with us. All right. Peace
We
out.
out.
Much love.
Peace out.